Chapter 27, Part 3. The 18th of March 2019, 10:15 a.m. A text message from Mum gave me a great start to the day. She told me she'd bumped into Tina, the waitress for Romeo's in the town square. Apparently, Mum told her I fancied her and asked her directly if she liked me. Our text conversation went like this. Me. You didn't. Mum. I did. Me. Bloody hell, Mum. What did she say? Mum. Nothing at first. She blushed, though. Me. We won't be able to go in there again. Mum. Yes, we will. We are. I told her we'd be in again next week. Me. The poor girl. She'll think I'm a proper mummy's boy. She's gorgeous. She won't want me. Mum. I think she does. I asked her out for you. She didn't say no. Me. But she didn't say yes either. Mum. No, but she didn't say no. Don't be so defeatist. It should be you asking her out anyway, not me. Me. I think it's too late for that now. Mum. No, it isn't. I told her you would next week. Me. Mum! Mum. I think she'll say yes. I think she likes you. Me. You think so? Mum. Her mum knows best. Me. But what about you and Antonio? He fancies you. Mum. I know he does. And if he asked me to go on a date, I would say that I would. Me. As far as we know, Tina could be his daughter. Mum. She isn't. I asked her. No relation. She lives in Chorley. Her dad's a plumber. Me. Goodness me, Mum. This investigation stuff has taken you over. Is there anything you didn't ask? Mum. Well, she hasn't got any kids. Anyway, is that not enough for you for now? Me. More than enough. Mum. Good. I'll book for next week then. Thursday okay for you? Me. That would be lovely. Mum. It's a date then. I felt myself blushing as I was typing. I had butterflies. Tina was gorgeous and at least 10 years younger than me. What chance did I have? Mum thinks she fancies me, but being a mum puts her in a position of bias. I'm still excited though. Wow. If I ask and she says no, I'll never set foot in that place again. But what have I got to lose? There are plenty more Italian restaurants in the town. The new me. I promised myself I would enjoy life and take the bull by the horns. This could be my first real chance to prove it. 1 p.m. Nothing in the post today. It turns out that there were 7 new housing developments built in Weymouth area between 86 and 92. 2 smaller estates were built by local independent firms, and the other 5 by a company called Craven Homes. Craven Homes specialised in homes, not houses, according to their site. The kind of tagline dreamt up by some blue sky meeting by a team of marketing whiz kids. They built predominantly in the south of England with forays into the Channel Islands and Wales. Their houses were typical of the flat pack variety of the time. Smart looking from a distance, but with no substance to them. Walls you could spit through, and tiny boxes masquerading as bedrooms. They were popular because they were cheap, an option for a first time buyer to get their foot on the housing ladder. This was the South. Property was vastly overpriced, but in demand. Craven Homes provided an affordable alternative. Their head offices were near Waterloo Station in London. Their website showed examples of earlier developments in and around London, Surrey Quays being one. It was very likely that this would have been the company Arthur had contacts with. I looked at Southwell too. The village has a long and impressive history, including Roman settlements, a 200 feet deep abandoned quarry, and strong links to the naval base. There's 1 primary school, 1 church, and 1 pub. Surely the gang of 4 frequented one of them, and my money is on the pub. Another job request arrived today via email. I haven't had one like this for a while. I want you to find Lord Lucan riding on the back of the Loch Ness Monster, please. Signed William Shakespeare. I couldn't resist a reply. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take you up on this job offer. I'm currently sailing through the Bermuda Triangle on the Mary Celeste with Captain Hook and the Abominable Snowman. You get all sorts in this job. Mind you, it'd be easier to find Lord Lucan than Ernie Grimshaw. 19th of the 3rd, 19. 11:15 a.m. The post has arrived. A letter from Plymouth. A reply from Mr. Green. As I thought, he wants me back on the case. And once again, he is my financial guardian angel. It read, Dear Paul, thank you for your letter. I am in awe of your work and flabbergasted at the lengths you have gone to in order to trace Mr. Grimshaw. Of course I would love you to continue until you find out everything you can about him. I greatly appreciated the attachments. The photographs are fabulous, and the interviews fascinating. Mr. Simpson seemed to know him extremely well. I was saddened to read about Ernie's illness and troubles with depression, for it seemed he was able to put that awful chapter of his life behind him when he found love. He has certainly led an incredibly eventful life, I'm sure you'll agree. The invoices and receipts you sent are all in order, but for now, please don't worry about money. I've enclosed a further cheque for £10,000. This is to cover further expenses and wages. I know you've not requested more recompense, but I want you to show you how much your efforts are appreciated. This will hopefully cover wages and any new expenses. Please continue with the journey and write to me when you find out more. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours sincerely, William Green. Another cheque for £10,000. £10,000. I'm only halfway through the last lot he gave me. This is just fantastic. A trip to Dorset beckons. I don't even think I need to wait for the cheque to clear either. I know he's good for it. Amazing. I'll call and tell Mum. I have a full week and more before our next meal. There's nothing to stop me going tomorrow. I'll need to book into a hotel later, starting with 3 nights, and, if needed, I can always stay longer. Sod the train. I'll drive down. It'll be cheaper and it gives me a lot more flexibility to get out and about if I need to. Fabulous.